Hi, friends. Oh, I hope this is on. I always do this the first couple of minutes just to make sure my sound is okay and you guys can hear me. So if you're watching this in the replay, so sorry. Let me make sure. Hi Miranda. Hi, Cuz. Oh, hi. Hi, Rose. Hi, everybody. Let's see. My lighting looks a little off for me. Fix that a little bit. Let me fix this a little bit. I have my lights on because I have my blinds open in the back. So let's just give everybody a few minutes to come on in and join our financial party. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, dear Mo. Grace, Easy Cooking. Oh, thanks, cuz. My cousin Miranda's on. She's in Philadelphia. Queen of Best Friends. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Marta, Gail, Karina. Hello, hello, hello. And hello to you if you are watching on the replay. Hi. Hello. Okay, so I'm not really quite centered, but we're just gonna go with it. We're going with it today because I have a mess in the back here. I bought the girls a new kind of learning table. See, so all of our learning stuff is back there, and all of our stuff. I'm still working on organizing all of that. It's a lot. And my office in general, that's my next big project. I just recently posted my decluttering of my closet video. That was like a huge, if you guys haven't seen that video, I will insert a card after for the replay, but it is amazing. It's amazing. And it was so powerful that just going through that and finally doing that, because I've been writing that down in my planner to do for like 3 years. I'm not kidding. Maybe even 5 years. I'm not kidding. So it felt really, really good. Can everybody hear me okay though? Just type a 1 in the chat if you can hear me okay. I just want to make sure before we continue on. And it's a little bit behind. So I'll give you guys a few seconds, but okay, I see the ones. I see the ones. Yeah. Okay. So where's everybody from? I'd like to ask this every time I live stream. Where's everybody from? And how's the weather? In Georgia, it's been like so wild. One day it's like 50 degrees. The next day it's 20. It's like, I don't know what's going on with this weather. Okay. I see all the ones. So you guys can hear and see me okay, which is good. Oh, Angela. Oh, hi, Angela. I remember your username. From Nairobi, Kenya is on with us. And I bet you it's hot there. Hello from Canada. Hi, Naomi. Sylvia Hall. Can you please give me a shout out? There's your shout out, Sylvia. Hi. Let's see. From Austin, Texas. Rosa's from Austin, Texas. We got Noonan, Georgia. That's not too far. Well, it's on the other side of the Metro Atlanta area, but yeah, it's not too far. Calhoun, Georgia. Okay, Georgia's in the house. Maryland, India. Hello. Oakland, California. Las Vegas. It's beautiful here now, but we barely had a winter. Wow. Toronto, Finland. That's cool. South Africa, Texas, Florida, UK. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome, Missouri. Thank you guys so much for joining me today in this live Q&A. What we're going to be doing is we're just going to chat. We're going to have a little bit of girlfriend chat. I actually had real life girl time last night, and I figured, we need to have, my YouTube time with you guys. I love live chatting with you guys and just talking. I feel like I'm talking and connecting with you guys, and I hope you guys feel the same. Now, Nairobi is a bit hot, like it's summer weather, and it's 7 p.m. and it rained this afternoon, so it's cool. Okay, 7 p.m. Wow. So you're in the future, honey. I'm barely just waking up, even though I've been up for hours. Hey, Gia. Hi, Danielle from Memphis. Cool, cool, cool. -7 Celsius feels like -14 with the wind, freezing rain. I don't know Celsius. I don't know that because we use Fahrenheit here in the States, so I don't know the translation from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Huntsville, Alabama, New York. Hello, guys. Hi. I love you guys. I really do. But yeah, so like I said, I just wanted to chat with you guys because like I had my girlfriend time last night with my girlfriends in my real life, even though this is real too, but you know, not through the internet. You know, you guys are all my girlfriends just through the internet. Last night, and I figured we need to have some girl time today, some YouTube time, I should call it. Powder Springs, that's not far. California. I love you guys. So what's up? Do you guys, so this is a live financial Q&A. And so, but you know, we can talk about everything. We don't just have to keep it limited to finance. And I really wanted to let you guys know that my course is currently open for enrollment. It's called Over Budget to Overjoyed. And we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail later on in the live stream. But if you want to learn more about it, you can click the description, the link in the description box down below to learn more about it. But we'll talk about it in detail. And I want to answer any questions that you guys may have on, you know, anything about the course or just about finances in general. -7 is 19.4 Fahrenheit. Ooh, yeah, that's cold, girl. Naomi, that's cold. Yeah, that's cold. That's really cold for us in Georgia. You know, I've kind of felt like I was back in the Northeast. It's been so cold here this winter. It's just crazy, crazy, crazy. But anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to see what was on your mind. I'm in desperate need of help. My grocery budget, we shop at Costco quite a bit as well. Family of 3, and we are spending upwards of $700 to $800 monthly on groceries. Seems like too much. Yes. Here's the thing with Costco. You have to really be careful. And I found myself like doing this as well. And I have to constantly remind myself with this. With Costco, you really have to be intentional on what you're buying, when you're buying it, and why you're buying it. Because you can go into Costco and just lose your mind. Like, oh my gosh, this is such a good deal. And I felt myself doing that quite a bit in 2017. Like, oh my gosh, I want to get this. I want to get this. I want to get this because, you know, it's so beautiful in the store and it's such a good price. You get so much product. You just want to buy it. Right. So you might want to be intentional about what you buy from Costco. You don't need to buy everything from Costco. I mean, even though Costco hauls is usually the only kind of grocery store haul I do on my channel, but we do go to Kroger and we do go to Publix in between, you know. And what helps with me is having a plan. You got to have a meal plan. If you don't have a meal plan, it's kind of like you're just going in just guns blazing, like, let me just get this. Maybe I can make this. Maybe I can make this. But if you're not going to be intentional about what you're going to make, you will end up spending more money and then possibly not even using it. So try doing a monthly meal plan first, and then like organize your shopping trips around your monthly meal plan to kind of help that price out. And then also using cash always helps. You know, I don't want to spend, if you had $800 cash, would you want to go to Costco and spend it all? No, because I know I wouldn't. It's easy to swipe the card, right? So maybe to limit yourself, try using cash for a little bit to see how that helps. How do you control yourself not to impulse buy? My biggest problem. You know, I really tackle that in my course, Over Budget to Overjoyed, because it's all about having a healthy relationship with money. You got to have a healthy relationship with money. And that's what kind of curves that impulse buying or just retail therapy or buying something to make yourself feel better. You have to have a healthy relationship with money in order to do that. And it starts with you making the decision that, okay, I have a problem. I need help to address it. And if you can't address it yourself, then definitely, find someone or something that can help you do that. I do help you do that in my course. But yeah, you have to have a healthy relationship with money. Son said, I can't hear anything. Are you guys having a problem hearing me? Is anybody else having a problem hearing me? Can you talk about 401k loans to pay off credit card? I would never do that. I would never, ever take a loan out of my 401k because you get penalized so badly that it's not even worth it. It's the offset of the interest from the credit card is not even worth saving, like the interest from the credit card is not even worth that penalty that they hit you with if you borrow off of your 401k. So I definitely wouldn't do that. But what I would do is just create a really, really aggressive plan to pay that credit card debt off or to pay any kind of other debt off. But I definitely wouldn't touch your 401k to do that. Same here. Costco gets me every time. Yeah, Costco, I mean, they know what they're doing. Okay. They know what they're doing. You think you're getting such a good deal and like you have to do it. Like I said, try using cash, even though I like to use my Costco credit card because I get all the points. for anybody who's newer to my channel, I do use a credit card, but we just pay it off in full every month. And that's the key to using a credit card in a healthy way, is you have to pay it off. If you can't afford to pay it off, then you bought stuff that you can't afford, So, but yeah, because I get so many points with the Costco, using my Costco credit card. But yeah, they get you. That's why you have to be intentional, kind of have a plan, an idea of what you want to buy. And if you want, Costco, it's like, it's here today, gone tomorrow. If you don't buy it, you kind of miss the deal. If you can budget for expenses like that, if it's something that you need, then you should budget for it. But if it's nothing that you need, then you're just kind of impulse buying, and it's just not worth it. But I have that problem too, though. You guys aren't the only ones. I try to work on myself too. Okay, I can hear you. Okay, good. You guys can hear me. How do you meal plan and grocery shop for $20 a week? $20 a week is kind of tough. Is it just you? If it's just you, then it's easy. See, the problem is when you have a family to feed, or people are picky eaters, or they don't want to eat this, they don't want to eat that. It's like, it's hard. It can get hard. But if I was living by myself, I feel like I could totally live off of $20 a week. You just have to be creative and like eat. I don't have a problem eating the same thing. If I like it, I don't have a problem eating the same thing over and over and over again. And sometimes you have to make those sacrifices if you are wanting to, be in a better financial situation. You got to make those sacrifices. And food and exotic food and nice food could be one of them. But here's the caveat to that. You don't want to sacrifice your health, because for me, whatever I eat is directly correlated with my mood and how I feel about myself and how I feel in general with my energy. So it is important that you don't sacrifice your health. So you want to make sure that you're eating those healthy foods, that you're eating those fresh vegetables, and that you're eating those fresh fruits, and you're shopping the produce section longer than, you do the aisle. Shop the perimeter. That's what they say. It's better to shop the perimeter because there's nothing healthy in between the aisles. So you don't want to sacrifice your health, but you also can't be eating out like that. You don't need to go out to eat every week, or out for lunch every week if you're working. You know what I mean? You don't need to do all of that either. My problem is I can keep up with current bills, but struggling to find extra money to pay debt. It's so frustrating. Sorry, guys. I have something in my eye. I feel like it's a piece of hair or something. Okay. So with that, you got to figure out how you can cut some of your bills down. Okay. I would do a full analysis of your spending. If you haven't downloaded my free zero-based budget, the link for that is in the description box, but start there. Sign up for mint.com, because you need to see where your spending is. Like, why are your bills so expensive? If you can cut those down a little bit, maybe save on insurance, like car insurance, home insurance. I don't know if you're renting or if you own a home, save on that. Do you have a car note? Get rid of the car. If you have a car note, buy something cheaper that you can afford to pay in cash. Like, you have to think about those things to figure out why your bills are so expensive. If it's a fixed bill like rent or something like that, maybe your rent is a little bit too high and you should think about finding someplace else. But there's always a way to cut down on your spending, even if it's just bills you're spending your money on. Try to find different ways to cut your bills down, even though, and you got to remember, guys, and this is what I always tell people, like, this is a very small season of your life. It's not like you have to live like this, forever. It's not like you have to, pinch pennies forever. Trust me, that light at the end of the tunnel, girl, is bright and it's beautiful. And once you reach that, you see, oh man, the sacrifices that I made were so worth it. I'm so glad I'm able to do the things that I want to do now and pay cash for it, and not have that burden on my back. So figure out a way, really analyze your spending, analyze your bills as to why you're spending so much. Maybe you have your cell phone's too expensive. Maybe you have an iPhone. You don't need an iPhone. Not everybody has to have an iPhone. This is like a computer. Okay. The cost of a computer that you can get. So, when you think about it like that, it was like, well, do I really need an iPhone? If I was struggling to pay off my debt, I wouldn't have a very expensive phone. No, as long as I have my laptop, that works, I don't need this. This is a luxury. How do I get my husband to realize he impulse buys? He always tries to justify it, but I can't seem to get through to him. Okay, with the men, they are more visual. So you have to visually show him, okay? Go through your budget. I hope all of you are having monthly financial meetings with your spouse, or quarterly. My husband and I do it quarterly because we kind of are in this groove. So we just do it quarterly. But if you're trying to really focus on getting out of debt, even you could do it every pay period, have a financial meeting every pay period, and show him literally in mint.com or however you're budgeting, show him how his impulse buying is affecting your long-term goal or whatever your financial goal is. Show him how it's affecting that goal and how you're not able to get there because of his impulse buying. That's how you have to do it. Luckily, I really haven't had to deal with that. Charles and I have kind of been on the same page. He isn't an impulse buyer, and he doesn't, he's not like sporadic and just randomly shops or an emotional spender or anything like that. But if he were, that's the approach that I would take, is to really show him physically, because men, like I said, are, they are just visual creatures. Show him how it's, don't just talk about it. You got to show him. Let's see. How do I get my husband to, okay, I read that. How do you balance paying? Wait, where am I at? Sorry. Let me scroll back up. Scroll. How do you balance paying bills and a car payment and still have money to do fun outings with the kids? Well, we don't have a car payment. That's how. Okay. Honestly, if I had a car payment, I don't know. I just cannot imagine having a car payment. And if you have a car payment, maybe you should think about selling it, selling it and trying to get some money back. I know this is easier said than done, and it can be hard, but try maybe thinking about selling it and buying something cheaper that you could pay cash for. If you don't have any cash, or if you're upside down in your car payment, meaning you owe more in the car than the car is worth, then I would definitely get rid of it and, try to pay that difference and then plan on saving for a car. Because you could take that same money that you were paying every single month on that car payment and put it away to save for a car, like $1,000, $1,500 car, just a beater runarounds that you pay cash for. And guys, I know this sounds easier said than done. I understand, but honestly, car payments are what hold people back. Car payments, credit cards, and student loans, that's what holds you back and keeps you in the same financial tier, indefinitely. Is if you keep every single time your car, you pay it off, you get a new one, it's not elevating your wealth. It keeps you in that same financial tax bracket. We're trying to elevate, guys. That's my word for the year, is elevate. We want to elevate ourselves. We want to elevate ourselves financially. We want to elevate ourselves spiritually. We want to elevate every aspect of our life. And in order to elevate, you got to let go of those things that are holding you down or keeping you down. And that includes credit cards and car notes. I want to track starting February all my expenses, but my husband's laughing at me. Girl, let your husband laugh and start tracking today. You don't have to wait until February. Start tracking right now. Okay. Start tracking right now. And when a man can see the progress, they can actually see it on a computer screen or see it, you writing it down, however you want to budget, see it in mint.com. If they could see it, if they didn't spend this much, how much money you could save, that is the motivation. That's the motivation they need. Because you could talk all day and then man sometimes in one ear out the other. You know how men are, And so, well, not all men. Sorry if there's any men watching. But start tracking and show him. And then those laughs will turn into like having a serious conversations about where you want to be financially as a family. Can you discuss student loan income-based repayment plan? Student loan income-based repayment plan. So what does that mean? You pay your student loans based on, I have to Google it really quick. Student loan. Wait, what was it? Let me see. It was student loan income-based repayment plan. I'm assuming that means based on your income is how much you want to pay. You have to pay it off. I'm assuming. I don't know. Sorry, my camera's in the way. It's available to federal student loan borrowers with either direct or FFEL loans and covers most types of federal loans made to students, but not those made to parents. I'm assuming that it depends on your income and how much you have to pay back. I don't know enough about it to speak on it. I know a loan is a loan though. And so you have to do whatever you have to do to pay it back. So I would create an aggressive plan to pay it back. And I did the same thing with my student loans. Luckily, Charles didn't have any student loans. He had credit cards. I didn't have, to bring into the marriage. I didn't have any credit cards. Well, I did have a couple, but I had student loans that I bought into the marriage, and we aggressively paid. We kept the same steam up. Like, we aggressively paid off the credit cards, and we aggressively paid off my student loan just with that same steam, So regardless of what kind of student loan repayment plan you have, create an aggressive plan to pay it back. Hey girl, I finally caught you live. Love your vlogs. Thanks, Susan. What type and the maximum amount of credit cards should you have? Well, first of all, if you have any debt, you shouldn't have any credit cards, period. You have to pay your credit cards off, okay? Paying 23% interest rate is not okay. That's not the business, okay? So there really isn't any kind of type of credit card debt to have. There isn't any. I do use a credit card, but I do pay the payment back. I pay it back in full. I don't pay the minimum balance. I don't pay the balance owed. I go log online and see, okay, this is the balance on our credit card. I'm paying the whole thing back because I can afford it. I budget for it. I know what I can afford, and I know what we can afford, and I know what we can't afford. So yes, don't fall victim to like, oh, let me get this credit card to pay this balance off because it's 0 interest. I mean, they just want to suck you in and keep you there, Now it's up to you. It just depends on what kind of financial mind you have. If you get it now and you're ready to pay this debt off, and there's different types of debt repayment plans to do. Everybody talks about the snowball method because that's what Dave Ramsey endorses. And of course, it's a great method, but there are other methods to do. And I talk about that in my course, Over Budget to Overjoyed. I go into detail about that. And I go into detail about which plan is better for you. So let's see. Love your channel. Thank you. Through your advice, I started investing. I'm based in the UK and looking at passive incomes to do smart things with my money. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much, Mama Fur. I appreciate that. Those kind of comments really warm my heart. And really, it's why I continue to do what I do. I just love y'all. Seriously. Hi, Elisa. Oh, my girlfriend, Elisa, Meal Planning Blueprints. She is one of my best blogger friends. Check her site out. If you guys need help with meal planning and stuff, you guys need to check her site out, mealplanningblueprints.com. I wish I could put the link in the chat, but it won't let me. But mealplanningblueprints with an S.com. Go check it out. All of her stuff is awesome. Her capsule pantry stuff is amazing. So if you guys need help with meal planning, go check her out. Let's see. 2 years ago, I was in a tight spot money-wise, barely making it with my 2 boys. Today, I'm debt-free and buying a house on my own thanks to your tips. Oh my gosh, girl, you're going to make me cry. You're going to make me cry. That is what I live for. Seriously, that's my calling. I'm going to highlight this comment because, honestly, that is why I do what I do. You see that? Do you guys hear this? Barely making it with 2 boys. Now she's debt-free, buying a house on her own. On her own. So anybody sitting up here like, oh, woe is me attitude, like you're a victim. This happened to me. This happened to me. But you hear these kind of comments, what people are saying that they're able to do once you shift your mind and change it. You make the decision that you are going to do better for yourself, that you are going to make better financial decisions, and that you are going to take the power back in money. Because let me tell you something, money is just a tool. Okay. It's just a tool. It doesn't define you. It doesn't define your worth. Okay. It doesn't make you a better person. It's just a tool. Okay. And people like Susan Baker, okay. People like Susan Baker are the reason why anybody can do anything. Okay. That is amazing, Susan. Applause to you, girl. That is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, because let me tell you something. You can make excuses all day long. I can't do this because I can't do this. And I can't be who I want to be because of this. And I have this and I have that. Excuses are what holds you back. And that's nothing but the devil playing with your brain, playing with your thoughts. Get them out of the door. Excuses and fear keep you where you don't want to be. Okay, they keep you from being the person you want to be. They keep you from accomplishing the goals you want to accomplish. They keep you just in this little box. When the Lord has so many amazing things, regardless if you're Christian or not, I'm a Christian, so I speak about it. The Lord has a lot of amazing opportunities and things for you, but guess what? You have to take the action. And those excuses and that fear always hold you back. So Susan, I applaud you, girl. You're doing it. Keep doing it. And you're the reason why I keep going and keep posting videos and keep, telling people about my course because of comments like that. So thank you. Shari says, can you please talk about retirement? Okay, so I do have an investing course that's actually open for enrollment right now. I have a course all about investing long-term savings because retirement is a part of long-term savings. I share my strategy for investing long-term. What I share about why I kind of disagree with Dave Ramsey's advice, and I hit you with the facts with that. It's a straight webinar. Hour long. I tell you exactly what I invest in, how you invest in, what type of accounts to open up. Like I said, the link to, I don't think I put the link in there in the description box. If you go to marriagemotherhood.com and then click on courses, you'll see it right there. Do you have sinking funds all in one account, or do you have separate accounts for each sinking fund, savings or checkings account? No, I don't keep my sinking funds all in one account because I track my sinking funds in my spreadsheet. If you download my free zero-based budget spreadsheet, there's a tab called sinking funds and there's a tab called sinking funds tracking. That is where it's just one big savings account that all of our money for our sinking funds are in. And I track how much is in each sinking fund in the spreadsheet. So that means like with the interest, you get interest on that full amount. Some people like to do separate accounts, but to me, that's just extra work that doesn't really need to be done. As long as you keep the detailed information, and even if you don't want to put it in Excel, there's a lot of people that actually, where's my planner at? This is my planner from last year, use their planner. Okay. And what they do is, and I'm thinking about doing this too, so that I can kind of show you guys how I would do it. Oops. If I was using a paper and pen to do my budget, they take a piece of paper like this or in their notebook or whatever, put sinking funds, your beginning balance, your additions, your subtractions, your ending balance. That's it. That's how you track how much is in each sinking fund. Because to me, it's just better off to get the interest on the full amount that you're saving every month. You know what I mean? And then, divvy the money up in the spreadsheet. And that spreadsheet is free. You can download it in, like, the link is in the description box. Susan Baker from Phillips Fam Bam. Hey, I'm a fellow fam member and M&M subscribers. I was thinking about calling you guys my M&Ms. How cute is that? Because first of all, I love Phillips Fam Bam. If you guys haven't seen that collaboration, and I'll insert a card for the a replay, but make sure you look on my channel and watch the collaboration. I really like that family. And I love that they call their subscribers fam bammers. I think that's cute. And I was thinking about calling you guys my M&Ms. So let me know if that's a cool name or not, if it's not cool enough, because fam bammers sounds really, really cool. Thanks for coming over. Mika Bubby 007. Let's see. I can hear now. I had to switch phone to computer. Happy to be here. Thanks for all your advice. Well, thanks, Sean. Hi, Corey. My rent is definitely too high. And of course, they just sent a letter yesterday saying it's going up. Now I'm forced to find a new place to live. Well, Sissy Simone Curls, don't feel bad about it, girl. Look at this as a blessing. Okay, your rent is going up. Now you need to find another place that maybe can be more affordable. Maybe you look in a different area. Of course, you want to continue to stay safe, but look in a different area. You don't have to be in the nice swanky areas, you know what I mean, of whatever town you live in. Just find something that's affordable and safe, or maybe even try Verbo or something, or try renting directly from an owner or something like that. If it's an apartment that you live in, maybe you can afford, you can rent a small home or something like that. So definitely do your research, see what's out there, but don't feel bad because, look at it as a blessing. You're going to try to find a place that's more affordable so that you'll be able to save or do whatever you want to do with your money instead of your money having to go straight to your landlord. Let's see. Sorry, I'm behind. One more sure. Scroll up, scroll up. Oh gosh, I'm so behind, guys. Sorry, let me hurry up. I'm getting long-winded with my answers. How can you avoid losing money in stock market if it crashes? Okay, I go over that in detail in the course, Learn to Invest for Beginners, Investing 101. I actually did a series of it on my YouTube channel, like a 3-video series, part series. I'll insert, I'm sorry, I can't insert cards while I'm speaking on live, but I can do it for the replay. But if you look on my channel, look for playlists, and there's an investing playlist. There's 3 videos in there. Watch those for 1. For 2, I go in detail about the crash, about all the crashes, not the crash, but there's been several crashes over decades ago, decades and decades and decades and decades. Okay. And so, you know how you save money when the stock market crashes? Can somebody answer that question? Anybody? Does anybody? Let me scroll down to the bottom and see. Oops. Can anybody answer that question for her? How do you save money when the stock market crashes? Because I have an answer for you, but I want to see if anybody knows that answer. So we'll give them a few seconds, because there's an answer for that. Let's see. Let me look. Sorry, I have too many tabs open. I need to learn how to close the tabs. Let's see. Bonds. Okay. Okay, Elisa, bonds. Don't take it out and buy more stock cheap. There you go. The way you don't lose money when it crashes is if you don't sell and freak out like everybody else. If you don't sell and you buy while it's cheap, that's why it's important, guys. It's like there's levels to this financial freedom road, right? Once you pay off your debt, you have some money sitting, you know, you're saving, you're continuing to save. You don't just start spending again once you pay off your debt. And a market crashes, you have the money to invest. What do you think rich people do? This is what the 1%ers did when the market crashed back in 08, 09. This is what they did. Okay? And they're really wealthy from that same money that they invested and bought while the stocks were extremely low. Now they can sell it high and make millions, literally. Okay, that's what you do. You don't sell. You don't sell. You hold on. The market, you know how many times the market's crashed since it's been open in the last 100 years? I can't even tell you. Okay, so that's how you do it. You say, like, guys, I go into such detail. I give you extreme examples of this in the Investing 101 course. I definitely highly recommend it for anybody that's, you know, they're ready to take their finances to another level, and they understand how important it is to pay off your debt and live debt free. If you want to learn, definitely think about purchasing that course, because it's only $47, and I give you such great, like a wealth of information in there. And so I wish I can put a link in here. Can I? Let me try. Just go to overbudget2overjoyed.com. Okay, I put it in there. Well, no, I'm sorry, I spelled it wrong. Over budget to overjoyed.com. No, not overbudget, overjoyed. Go to, that's my how to get out of debt and, you know, having financial freedom course. Go to marriagemotherhood.com and then click on courses, and you will see the courses in there. So let's see. Let me scroll back up. Sorry, guys. I'm behind in the comments here. Sorry. Okay. Is it okay to pay on a credit card weekly rather than monthly? Absolutely, Beth. If you have the money, just pay it off every week. If you want to pay it off in full and that's easier for you, definitely do that. Yeah, I would highly recommend that. Yep. For a while there, I was doing every 2 weeks. I would just pay the balance every 2 weeks. You know, now we just do it every month every month we just pay the balance. I know what day I need to do it and I go on and do it. So yes, definitely. Hi, Trisha. Hi, Dolly. Hi, Shannon. How do you tackle debt if you are unemployed? That's from Rose Frank. Well, Rose, if you're unemployed right now, then, obviously you can't tackle debt. You need to focus on the bills that you need to survive, right? So housing and, electricity, running water and stuff like that. Focus on that. Make sure you have enough money to pay that. And then you need to find a job, and I know it's easier said than done, but try to find a job in maybe different industries or, ask around, network, try to find something. And once you find something, then you can focus on tackling your debt. But for right now, if you're unemployed, you want to focus on just providing the things, your necessities, food, shelter, water. Hi, Natural BJ. If you have a newer car with no payment, would you drop your insurance to liability only? I probably would never drop to liability only. I don't know. It's risky. That's risky. You definitely want to make sure that, especially if you have a family and children and stuff like that, and a husband, I probably would never do liability only like that. Now it's cheap, sure, but I mean, what would you do if the worst case scenario, knock on wood, happened? So you want to always make sure that you're fully covered. Thank you, Gia, for your amazing advice. You really, oh, thank you. I bought a new car and it was the dumbest thing. Not being content and made an impulse buy. We are going to pay it off by March. It stopped us from getting our home buying goal. Well, Monoteronique, I'm sorry, I hope I'm saying your name right. At least you realize it, right? And you're making a plan and you'll do better in the future. Okay. Don't beat yourself up about any kind of past financial mistakes that you made. You got to forgive yourself. Now that you've educated yourself, you got to forgive yourself and move forward and know not to make the same kind of financial mistakes again in the future. The problem with people is when they keep making the same financial mistakes and it keeps them in the same place over and over and over again. At least with you, now. You and your family, now. And so you'll do better in the future. I want to cut cable, but keep the channels on a I want to cut cable, but keep the channels on a cheaper side. Do you have any suggestions? Girl, cut that cable. If I could cut the cable, I'm tired of paying the DirecTV. And I just recently slashed on my prices, my package, and I cut off HBO because the movies suck. Okay, the only reason why I had HBO is for Game of Thrones and for the show Insecure. And when they're not on, I cut that off. Yeah, if I can get rid of, the only reason why I keep it is my husband and that daggone NFL package. That's his treat. I treat myself to a fancy planner. Every year, his treat is that daggone NFL package. If I didn't have to get that, I would stream all of our TV. Let's see. Hi from Denmark. Hi. Does your husband help you with home and kids? Do you pay for cleaning your home? Is that a good idea? I'm also a working mom and work 38 hours a week. Yes, my husband definitely helps with our home and our kids. I just don't film him because he doesn't want to be on YouTube and he doesn't have a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is mine. So I film myself and what I do. I don't film what he does. But yes, he definitely helps. I mean, we wouldn't be able to do it if we couldn't help each other, for one. For two, I do have someone come and clean every 2 weeks because you guys have seen my cleaning videos. If you haven't, look on my channel and look at the mess. Okay, that is there for all of my cleaning videos. I'm not one of those YouTubers that has like a beautiful clean home before they film their cleaning videos, because I just show you the real deal. Okay. And so not that they don't, maybe their home is always spotless, but to me, a lot of these homes already look clean. And so I do have someone come in every 2 weeks to clean for us, because it's just, we both work outside of the home and it's hard. And I think it's totally worth it. And it's something that we budget for every year. Now, if I were paying out of debt, if I had an aggressive financial goal, that's something I would definitely cut, because that's just a luxury. Because when you want to get aggressive, you want to just focus on your needs, not any luxuries. If you get an older car, make sure you have a good, honest, reliable mechanic. Yes. Otherwise, it'll just cost as much as the car note. That's very true. And that's a good point, Sierra. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, you want to have a good, reliable mechanic. Look at the car before you even purchase an older car. But to some people, a 3-4-year-old car is an old car. In my mind, that's not an old car. That's a new car. My car is a 2005. Okay. Okay, it's going on 13 years, girl. She's, knock on wood, she's still good to me. Now, don't get me wrong. We had a couple of very, very, very expensive bills to keep her running, but she's still running and it's better than paying a car note. But we are at the point now, like we've been saving for a new car for a while, and it gets to the point now where it's like we have to kind of like analyze it. And I think I talked about this last year. Analyze it. And am I going to invest another, $2,000 in a hefty bill, or should I just put that $2,000 to our future new car purchase and then buy a new car? Of course, our next car will be in cash only. So, we'll see. You do have to weigh the pros and cons of that. So she's right. Debt freedom was the most amazing thing and we ruined it, but I guess some lessons need to be learned twice. Well, yeah, and don't, like I said, don't beat yourself up about it. You know what it is. Okay, but you created an aggressive plan to pay it off, which is amazing. It'll be paid off by March. And so just move forward from there, and you know better. You know better. And plus how it feels to be financially free. And that's the thing that I address in my course. And sometimes people who go through Financial Peace University, they go through Financial Peace University and become financially free or pay off all their debt, and then they get back in debt. Because you're not addressing the mental game it is, because that's what it is, a mental game. You think it's hard to get out of debt, it is, but it's even harder to stay out of debt with all of that temptation out there. You know how many times I've seen a new car, like, dang, let me just go to the dealership because I know I can get it. When you got good credit, you make a certain amount of money, it's easy to get a new car. Are you kidding? It's like they practically put it in your lap. So it's a mental game, and that's something that I address in my course, Over Budget to Overjoyed, is that mental game. And it's important to tackle that so that when you get out of debt, you stay out of debt. I have a car payment and daycare, rent, etc., with a job only paying $9, barely getting my hours. Can I get tips on what I can do about my finances and moving to another state? Acacia, I hope I'm saying your name right. Well, first of all, Acacia, you're getting $9. I'm assuming $9 an hour. If it's $9 an hour, I don't know. Every state is different. $9 an hour. I don't know if that's a lot to you and where you live. But to me and where I live, that's not a lot. And it's barely enough to really make it, So you've got to ask yourself, I know I'm talented. I know I'm worth more than $9 an hour. What do I love? What am I talented about? And how can I create something for it? Get your side hustle on, girl. You got everybody on this earth is talented in some sort of way. And right now, in this particular time in space, in history, it's so easy to create your own business. Okay. It's so easy. Okay. But a lot of times fear, that's earlier when I was talking about fear and, negative thoughts, that stops you and blocks you from moving forward, all because of fear. So figure out something that I know that you're good at. We're all talented at something. Figure out that you're good at, and then try to create a business for it or a side hustle to get some extra income coming in so that you can create a plan to move to another state. My hubby's more intense than paying off than me, so I'm thankful. Well, that's good. At least he balances you out. Let's see. How does it goes off your current income? Well, Natural Beauty Jay, I would still create an aggressive plan to pay that student loan off, regardless of what your income is. Just create a plan of whatever you can afford and just throw it all up there to the student loan. How does your husband respond to your savings? Who's a better saver? We're both pretty good savers. He knows if I have an aggressive year where we have a goal to attain and I'm like, we need to save this much every month, he's down for it. I mean, he likes to see the money go up in the savings account, just like I do. And I hate to see it come down. So he definitely likes it. Liz with Fam Bam. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's a good amount of average families should have in savings? Well, that depends on your family. It depends on where you live. For me, we have 6 months of all of our full expenses. So if Charles and I, knock on wood, we were both unemployed, we'd be fine for 6. Actually, now it's up to 8 months of expenses we can live off of and be fine. That's food. That's and that's where tracking your spending really comes in handy to see on average what you spend in food, what you spend to for your housing and for shelter, and what you whatever, if you have a tuition or if you have anything like that, what you spend for 6 to 8 months or even 9 months, you need to have that in a savings account. That's for anybody, not even a family of 4. If you're single, what you spend on yourself, for yourself to survive, you need to have it. Just depends on, the size of your family. let's see. I have 2 kids and I really want a house, but we're in baby step 2. I think saving our 3 to 6 month emergency fund at the same time as paying off debt would better work for us. Thoughts? Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you something. I did not go in order for Dave Ramsey. We didn't do like baby step 1, then do baby step 2, then do baby step 3, because for me, $1,000 just wasn't gonna cut it for us. I was pregnant at the time and I didn't, we had to create plans for us. So we kind of did baby steps 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. I explained this in the course in detail over Budget Overjoyed, the link in the description box. But yeah, you have to do what's comfortable for you. Of course, you take advice from other people, from myself, from anybody you read online. But the bottom line is, your family better than anybody else. So you have to do what's best for your family. And so if doing baby steps 1, 2, and 3 at the same time, then just go ahead and do it. Do you still recommend Mint, or is there a better option? And yes, men are watching. Hi, Corey. I still recommend Mint. I still use Mint every single month. I love Mint. Now, for so long, a lot of YNAB, it's called You Need a Budget. It's software that you can buy. So many people have told me, you need to try the software. You need to try the software. I'm just cheap and I don't want to buy the software. I may do it one day, but for right now, I just don't feel like it's needed because I get all of my needs met with mint.com and it's free. Now, everybody always says, well, is it safe? Is it safe? It's the same thing as saying, well, I don't want to check my account online through Bank of America because it's not safe. I mean, yes, of course there's risk, but the same encryptions that banks use, mint.com uses. So, there are other options out there. Like I said, like You Need a Budget. I heard it's an amazing software. I think it costs like $50 or $60. And I may try it one day, but right now mint.com has all my needs. I'm doing the debt snowball. Would you recommend paying cards with deferred interest first or smallest balances? Well, that's not really debt snowball. Snowball is small balances first. So if you're doing debt snowball, then you would do the small balances first. That's what debt snowball is. I go in detail in the course of the other methods to do, but you do whatever is best for you, really, as long as you're paying something off. Student loan income-based repayment is where you pay an amount based on your income. You have to reapply yearly for payment adjustment. You stay on the plan for 240 payments, then the rest is forgiven. 240 payments? Dad, on, how many? Let me see. Where's my calculator? Oh, here it is. Let's see what 240 payments are. 240 divided by 12. 20 years? 20 years? And the rest is forgiven? Well, the student loan would be paid off by then. Usually saving loans, it's like 22 years or something like that. But hey, listen, I would want to pay it off earlier than 20 years. Me personally, I just would want it off off. So is it worth paying all that money? You're still paying interest, I'm sure, for 20 years just to get like a couple $1,000s forgiven? Like, no, because you're still paying interest. You'd still be saving the interest if you aggressively try to pay it off. Me personally, that's my opinion. But you got to do what you got to do. But to me, I wouldn't want that on my back for 20 years. Husband is the only worker and we are living paycheck to paycheck. I have small kids and can't afford a babysitter. We're about $55,000 in debt plus bills. Help. What can I do to help my hubby? Well, Marta, what you can do is focus on your spending. If you don't have any income coming in the house, you don't have any desire to have any income coming in the house from you, then what you can do is cut back on saving. Meal planning, analyze your bills, see where you can save. Every single penny that you can save, that's helping your husband. My husband died 4 years ago as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. But look at the Lord. Look at using you as an example, though. Look at what you've accomplished. You're buying a house on your own. You paid off your debt. Like, that's amazing, girl. That is amazing. Let's see. Go, Susan. Yeah, I'm still behind in the comments to see. Dave Ramsey says to keep $1,000 as an emergency fund while paying down debt. I don't think that's a big enough emergency fund when you have a family. What do you think? I agree completely. So you have to decide what is appropriate for your family. Okay. To me, $1,000 is not anything and it could be eaten up. And I'm actually so glad that, we did not just save $1,000 because we would have went back in debt because we had so many things. Murphy's Law happened to us non-stop, okay, when we were paying off bills or paying off our debt. Our homeowners association said we had to get the house painted. That was $3,000 off the rip. Then we have a rental home, a home that my husband owned, like when we got married, and so we rented out. We've been renting it out for several years. We had a busted pipe there. We had to spend another $2,000. We had, oh gosh, I can't remember now, but there were so many things that was trying to deter us off of our I'm typing, our debt repayment plan, that had we not saved enough money at the same time as spending, as paying off our debt, we would have kept going back in debt with every single thing that happened. So yes, that is important to really think about how much money you got to save. Or if you know a huge expense is coming, like, like for us, one of those is our homeowners association fee. We know that big expense is coming in January, so I'm going to save for it. If there are no getting around it, of paying for it, then you have to save for it. If you know your refrigerator is about to go out on you, a lot of times you don't, that happened to us. But if you know something's about to break, start saving for it. You know what I mean? Start saving for it anyway, regardless of, what's in your emergency funds. Just start saving for it. Well, exactly. Don't let fear hold you back. Yes. How do you recommend finding someone to sit down with for budgeting and saving? What do you mean? Like, someone professional to do it for you? Or are you talking about, like financial planning, or are you talking about like a support system, Sierra B? I'm a single mom of one teenage girl. How much should I budget for groceries every week? What amount do you recommend? See, here's the thing. I can't recommend an amount for you because only you know what you and your teenager eats. Figure out what you and your teenager eats and then create that budget. But if you're spending like $800 a month on groceries, then something's wrong, right? So you have to, first of all, decide how much you want to spend on groceries first. Before saying, okay, well, I have this many people in my family, I have to feed this many people. Sit down with your budget and decide how much you want to spend, and then go from there and create your budget and take cash. And it's easy to just stick to it. What do you think about apps like Acorn? Yes, I like apps like Acorn. Or in Canada, we have Milo, which is the same idea. It's cool. I do like it. I've researched that app. I do like it. I don't buy stocks like that. And like I said, I go into detail in my course about what I do for long-term savings. I'm not trying to get rich quick. There is no get rich quick kind of thing. But if that's something that you want to try it. Try it and see how you like it. But for me, I just like to do my little simple strategy. It's really simple and it works for us. Let's see. I want to cut cable out, but some things that will give me the same channel for a cheaper price. Oh, I answered that. Sorry. Let me go down. So I also homeschool my boys, so internet is a necessity. Of course. Yeah, it is a necessity, really. Let's see. We're starting to run out of time, guys. Any tips for life after bankruptcy? Well, just know that you could do it. Listen, Dave Ramsey went bankrupt too. You don't know what life has in store for you. So don't feel like it's the end of the world if you have to go through a bankruptcy. You can make it through it. Oh, your face when you said 240 months. Priceless. That is so funny. I used to sell vintage on eBay 2008. We adopted 2 nieces and 2 nephews. It just got too busy with 7 kiddos to continue eBay house. I'm ready to start something at home again. So yeah, start a business at home. Anybody can start a business, guys, with the right tools and knowing, the right tools are literally at your fingertips on the internet. definitely want to think about it. Try, you know, sorry guys, here we go. Try doing a little bit of research and seeing what you have. But yeah, you could definitely start a business and you can make a side income and you can pay off your debt. It's just, it's so powerful to live debt free, to live debt free. And I kind of wanted to quickly show you guys um my course, Over Budget Overjoyed. The link in the description box. You could get it for 50% off right now, guys, until the 31st, in 5 more days. It's been on sale for about a week and a half now. And it's 50% off. The coupon code is New Year 50. And so I wanted to show you guys, let's see, let me share my screen. How do you do that? How do you do that? Oh, here it is. Okay. Window, this one. All right. So here is inside of my course, guys. I go over the module 1 is all about the money mindset, having a healthy relationship with money. Module 2 is about the zero-based budget, creating a budget that works for you and your family, or why the zero-based budget works. Then module 3 is about building that better budget, going over the plan, your budget categories. I show you how to budget paycheck to paycheck, handle budget burnout. And then module 4 is debt direction. We go over the different kinds of debt repayment plans and how to create your plan for your debt and updating your budget, your debt overview. We go over sinking funds, why you need sinking funds, what they are, how to track and save them, reconciling. We go over analyzing your cash flow. We go over cash flow projections. I mean, it's really intense what I go over here. Then we go over family and finances. My husband shares his point of view on finances and communicating with family and friends about your new way of living. And it's really, it literally is life-changing. I'm not just saying that. It is life-changing. I received an email this week, guys, and I have to share with you what she said in the email because it literally brought tears to my eyes. And if you're on my email list already, you probably already know what I'm going to say because I think I shared it with you guys. But this email, oh gosh, guys, it was amazing. It was amazing. This is what she said. She said, "Hi, Gia. I know you get tons of emails, but I wanted to share my success story with you because of your course, Over Budget to Overjoyed. I purchased your course in November 2016 and attended a few of your live streams about budget planning, etc. I am happy to report that my debt was reduced by $14,900 in 2017. I paid off my car. That was $9,800. I paid off 2 outstanding debts that incurred due to bad decisions. That was $1,800. And I paid off my husband's student loans, which were $3,800. I have spent years trying to get out of debt and have had numerous plans to no avail. I figured out the reason wasn't my spending. It was my lack of discipline to follow a plan to completion. So having to wait a whole year and stay focused on a plan wasn't easy, but has been well worth it. Anyway, I just wanted to send a big thank you your way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your program was amazing, and I really appreciate how simple you made it. I still have a ways to go, but I know I will get there. I want to be completely debt-free in 7 years. Praying for a successful 2018 for you and your family. Sorry I rambled on. I just needed to share this with you. Kind regards." Guys, honestly, I daggone near cried when I read that, because it's like, when you do the work, because I want to tell you guys, it's not some kind of special pill that I'm going to send to you in the mail if you purchase my course that's going to make you debt free. No, you have to do the work. It's people like her, the woman who sent me that email, and Susan Baker. Okay. If they can do it, guys, you can too. There's nothing holding you back. Okay. Regardless if you purchase my course or not, there's nothing holding you back to start making better decisions. And if you need my course for you to utilize, or for you to gain more knowledge and to grow, then do it. Don't let anything hold you back. We're trying to elevate ourselves, like I said, for 2018. So do that. Elevate yourself. Go get the education you need, or the guidance that you need to grow financially. And if you guys have any questions, any detailed questions about it, email me. I always respond to every email I get. Sometimes it takes me a while, but I will respond. Right now, the quickest way is if you are on Instagram, make sure you follow me. The link is in the description box. You can DM me on Instagram. But yeah, it's important to try to do better. and to elevate yourselves. And so I wanted to quickly show you guys as well on my website. Let's see. Share. This is my website here, guys. Here you can download my free zero-based budget template here. But if you click on courses, this is where you can purchase the Investing One-on-One course right here. And it's $47. You learn what to invest in, when to invest, my super simple investment strategies, and what to choose for your 401k. Because that's what a lot of people get confused. They just blindly invest in their 401k. And oops, sorry, I'm doing the most right now. They blindly invest in their 401k, and you don't want to do that. You don't want your employer picking the things for you. You need to pick it. So I'm going to tell you what to pick when it's time to invest in your 401k, depending on what your employer offers you. But honestly, guys, the Lord is making moves, and you got to take the action. I mean, the Lord, unless you take the action, sometimes you won't see your blessing. So if anything, I just encourage you guys to, live happy, be successful. Am I a CFP? I am not a CFP. I am not a CFP, and I'm not a CPA. I am just a person who I have my degree, my bachelor's degree in finance. I've been working in accounting and finance for the last, 13 years. Right now I'm a senior business analyst. So I literally, for a living, I do projections for companies, and what I project what their loss is going to be. I project what their gains are going to be. I do that. And then I show you how to do that with your personal finances. Your personal finances, your home, family, money, you need to run it like a business. It is a business. It's your business. Okay. You need to put that same energy that you do in maybe shopping or maybe interior design. If that's your thing, you need to put that same energy in running your family finances, because it's the decisions that you make that can possibly change your family tree, or can possibly your children can benefit from, or, it can completely change your future. So, really think about this, and really think about what's best for your family, because like I said, it's the decisions that you make that can change your family tree. I mean, only one for emergencies, use it to build your credit, but pay it off so you're not paying the interest. How many credit cards should a couple have? Oh, if you're paying out of debt, if you're getting out of debt, don't use a credit card at all. Focus on paying out of debt, paying out your debt. But once you pay off your debt and you want to use a credit card for your spending, and you know how to control your spending, then definitely do it. I don't recommend it a lot on my channel, because I know a lot of people who are watching me, they are paying their way out of debt, and that's important to focus on that. And I don't like to always share, get a credit card. But if you're smart, I know there are several of you that know the power of a credit card and how it can help you. Then yes, I sometimes like to talk to them and say, yes, get yourself a good credit card that you pay off literally every month. Don't carry the balance off, but just one. Okay. And then I had our credit card rewards helped pay for half of our Disney trip that we went on. We did go to Disney this year. My whole family went. My one of my best friends and her family went, and half of that trip was paid for because of our credit card rewards. So if you're smart about it, you can use it to your advantage. But again, if you don't have that mental healthy relationship with money, then I don't recommend anybody have a credit card at all, regardless if you're in debt or not. But all right, guys. Well, I'm not going to keep you. We've been on here for over an hour. I just wanted to come in here. If you guys have any final questions, anybody have any questions about my course, you're more than welcome to email me at any time about it. And the link is in the description box. And you can go to my website to learn more about it. But I just thought I'd come in here and just chat with you guys, and to tell you guys how much I love you, how much I appreciate you, and just keep moving forward, guys. Keep moving forward, make those good decisions, and then reap the benefits later and the blessings later. This was so good. Thank you. You're motivating. Oh, thank you. You guys motivate me. You guys motivate me just as much as I try to motivate you. So be blessed, be healthy, be wealthy, guys. We are going to make 2018 our year. I want to start live streaming more on my channel. So I'll definitely be doing that. But I just want to thank you guys. I love you guys. Have an awesome weekend, and email me if you need me. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.